Hello, again, this is Namker. So, by this time, I want to believe that you have successfully signed into your account. And if you've done that, the first place you get to is the dashboard. And this is the dashboard. In my case, I have 28 customers, 28 customers on my dashboard. 28 customers on my dashboard. It's paginated, so you can see on page one I have this 10 people, page two I have 10, 20, another 10, and the last page I have 8 people, so I can see all of them. So, but these are just illustrations. I want to get you through everything that is on the page. So, on the dashboard, you see the people that the products that are tied to you, actually the product, not the people. In this case, I have my first person here is Miriam Edem. So I can see that Miriam Edem is using a product called Fiber Cheetah, and then she has one connection. She has one connection that the product has only one device connected to it, and her next anniversary is on the 23rd of July. You can see an M on top. That tells you that she's a monthly paying customer. The next thing is the amount. That tells you her subscription, including value added tax. The next thing is the status. It tells me if the account is active. In this case, it's green, it's active, and it's obviously beside it, there's active. Then there are two icons there. If you're using a phone, if you're using a laptop, if you put your cursor on top of this first icon, it will tell you statement of account. The next one will tell you payment. So if I am Miriam and this is what I'm seeing, I want to make any payment, all I need to do is to click this last part that looks like a card, and voila, I have my options. I simply make payment, and that solves my problem. It will credit it to your wallet. Now, if I want to see my statement of account, I just click the one beside it. If I'm Miriam, hold a little and you'll see the statement of account, the narration, the payment date, and there's the purpose you can see. So she did her last payment was an online payment on so day and this, and 00 at the end means that she's not owing us anything, and we're not owing her anything. Oh, we're owing her, offering her, and we're owing her quality service, what she paid for. So that's it. I can just go back. So second to the last, statement of account. Last is payment. So what else can I do? I can see that Miriam has only one device that is connected. So I just click that. It loads a dialog. I can see that particular device is at her home. And I have three more icons. The first icon tells me traffic history. Traffic history. So I click that first icon and then it will load the traffic history for Miriam. Home. Now, in the traffic history, I can see three different dialogues here and the three different widgets or dialogues or whatever. It's not dialogue, these are widgets. The first one tells me data sent and received. So she has sent 23 gig of data, that's upload, and she has received, downloaded 197 gig of data. If you look down to where you have 1D, 7D, 14D, and 30D, 14, the D means days. So the statistics you're seeing is in the last 14 days, that's 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, she has done a total of, if you add the two together, we are doing 200 and something gig. She has done over 200 and something gig in 2 weeks. And what the next thing you're seeing here is Facebook, top app by usage. So she spends most of her time on Facebook. She no, um she uses most of the data, most of her data on Facebook, not most of her time. The next one is Google Meet. That one tells you that how long she has spent. So she spends most of her time in terms of length of time, not in terms of data now. on Google Meet. So if she wants to see other things that she has been doing, you can just look at the tab, the YouTube, iTunes, Facebook, and all those robotic posts. This like private data, so but it gives you an idea, especially for people that offices that want to know what their employees are doing with the internet, or parents that want to be sure that their children are not going to sites that they're not supposed to go to and things like that. Very important. So this is traffic history. So you can also look at statistics like in the last 1 day. So I just click 1 day. What has been her usage? She has used over 30 gig in 1 day. She spent most she used most of the data on Netflix and spent most of the time on Netflix. Amazing. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, so we're back here. The next icon there is usage control. Usage control. So I click it. So when it loads, it tells me the speed, the capacity for the lady, for the Miriam. In this case, is 50 Mbps. Under it, you see is a shared transmission rate. She's using a shared capacity. And because she's using a shared capacity, you can now see the other properties that are there, layer 7 rules that are there, they are none. And there are no layer and traffic shaping rule. There's only one traffic shaping rule, software and antivirus. It's pegged at 10% of the speed of our total capacity. In this case, it is a shared transmission rate. So you do not have the privilege of managing your layer 7 rules. So in that case, we don't allow that. So let's get to somebody. Let me give you an example. Let me show you somebody that has that kind of right. So I'm looking at depths. Yeah, let's look at the second person there. The person has 7 different devices that are connected. All of them are dedicated. So let me pick one of them. They are HQ and users control. Let's go to users control. So we have it loaded here. As you can see, this one is 15 megabits per second. Under it, you have dedicated transmission rate. As because it is dedicated, you are allowed to do many things. So you can see that the layer 7 rules allows you to add, which you can add. You can add that you don't want people to be able to do something like if I don't want people, I think there's something like betting. Betting. You want to block betting services. So let's check. I'm sure there might be something like that. Betting services. Okay, so you just check around. There are so many things here you can block. So many things here you can block. Um, so many things you can block. But I don't have time for this. So let's assume for a moment that I want to. If I can't find betting services and I know the website, all I need to say is something like betniger.com. As soon as I save this, it will add it. And what that means is that in this particular place, nobody will be able to visit betniger.com. So since the customer did ask me to do that, I can just click delete and it will get it off. So that's exactly what you can do. You can block people from accessing services that you don't want them to access, and you can also control how much of your traffic that they use to access those services. That's the beauty of using a dedicated link because it's only you. You can fine tune it to what you want it to be without having to involve the office. You can do this on your own. You can do this on your own. For the shaping rules, I want to pick a service. I can say, okay, I want to create a new rule because a new rule, a rule already exists there, or I want to add something to that rule one. So I can say what speed do I want the guy to use? 1024 is 1 meg. So 1024. Then I want it on a host. Let's say that's on eBay. Bet Niger again. Bet Niger. Niger.com. Now, what this simply means is that, yeah, it's saved. So technically, what this means is that for Bet Niger sites, for Bet Niger sites, what this means is that for Bet Niger sites, let me reload that. Okay, for Bet Niger sites, out of the 15 meg that I have, if you are doing Bet Niger, you will not use more than 1 meg of my 15 meg to do Bet Niger. So in that case, even if everybody is doing Bet Niger, the system will make sure that they don't use more than 1 meg speed in order to so that they don't eat into your traffic. So it helps you manage things like that. So I can also delete this off by clicking delete. Okay, so that takes care of usage control. So we can simply go back to dashboard so that we see what's going on. So we're going back to dashboard. So what we'll do in dashboard is the last part. There's something we left out. This other one that is red in color. I don't want to click it because as soon as I click it, something happens. But what simply happens here? Here it is red in color. That means that if you click it, it's going to switch off the service at that location. This feature was introduced because we noticed that most of the parents they were like let me explain what I think they were feeling. They will be asking their children to do something. They will pick a phone, run to one corner of the house, and stay, and they'll be using the internet. So they were feeling bad that that was happening. So and they had no control over the internet in their house. So they wanted a situation whereby if such a thing happens, they should be able to just click a button and the internet in their house is gone. And these people will come out from wherever they are and then they will do whatever they want them to do. That's control. I don't have a problem with that. And so we included this feature. So all you need to do is to click that feature. When it's red, it means that, hey, it's red. If you click me, I'm going to bring down the link. There, and in some cases it can be green, like in this case this customer is already down. I click here, all is telling me bring it up. This feature will only work if the account is is active, and this feature does not in any way gain you back your days. So let me explain. If you paid for your service on the first of the month, it's supposed to expire at the end of the month. And for any personal reason you put off your service at this point, using this feature, your service on us will continue running because what you're doing has no bearing with what we are doing. We're consistently giving you service, but you choose to use your service to apply some controls in your house. That's your business. That doesn't mean that we are at any time obligated to refund the days that or the minutes or the hours that you have used to enforce rules in your house or in your office. That is your business. So it doesn't in any way affect your billing cycle. I just needed to make that clear. Okay, so that feature exists. So that's about everything that you can do for now using the self service. Thank you so much. If you have any other thing that you would want us to add to the self service, we'll be happy to look at it and see if we can add it. Like I said, for the customer, they will just see one line. That's their product. For the account officers, you can actually add all your customers to the list so that you have a long list like this mine, so that you can actually follow up on your customers, know their anniversary date, know how to engage them, and things like that. So that's about it. Thank you so much for taking our time to go through this. And if you have any questions, please reach out to your account partner or account manager, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much.